Hi guys, welcome to Short Spurts and Sarcasm. I'm Caroline and welcome to an attempted weekly reading vlog. It's Monday, it's halfway through May and I have finished 5 of the 12 books on my May TBR. So I'm hoping this week that I can finish these two, Good Girl Gone Bad by Holly Jackson and Human Rights Dictatorship by Ned Richardson Little, and I have started both of these. I'm about 100 pages into this one. I started it last night and then I'm on the first chapter of this one. I read the introduction and really liked it. It was going really well, and then I got a terrible migraine and had to shut myself up alone in the dark with an ice pack. So I'm hoping that this week goes better. So wish me luck. Hey guys, good morning. Last night I did manage to get to page 280 in Good Girl Bad Blood, so Goodreads tells me that is about 67% of the way through. I think I can finish this today. It goes by really fast. Like the first 60 pages maybe dragged a little bit, but then once you get into the actual mystery, into the action, it gets way better. And as you can see, I've just flown through it It's a really easy read. I also did manage to get to page 71 in Human Rights Dictatorship. That's like halfway through chapter 2. So my goal today is to at least finish chapter 2 in this. It's really good. I mean, like, the nice thing about nonfiction books is that it tells you exactly what you're gonna get, and then you read it and you're like, yes, that is exactly what I expected. And then I also really want to get through The Wolf's Den by Elodie Harper on my Kindle. It is already out, so I have missed the deadline to read and review it before its publication date. So I would like to finish it as soon as possible. I am really enjoying it. So I think I can get halfway through this today. So we'll see. I'm gonna make myself some strong tea and get on with it. So I finished this. It was wild. There's a lot going on. It was very intense. So I think same with the first one, 4 out of 5 stars. Solid. I do have like a few problems with it. Like, how's school going? She's Pip's at the end of her like secondary education. It's crunch time. What's happening with exams, girl? And like the other thing is like, one, she's still doing like stupid things, and you can just feel like, Pip, no, don't do that. And she's like, what? This is a perfect idea, and it's just not. And like the other problem I had with it, and it's such a non-issue, I feel so silly for like being so annoyed about this, but at some point she's talking to her parents and her dad goes, and they're obviously very concerned because like in her last case things got very intense and she put herself in danger a lot. So they're like, you know, we're worried about you. And then she's like, well, you know how it is. And her dad's like, you know, you're right. It would be no different if you were like a journalist. And the thing is, like, what she's doing is journalism. It's not like being a journalist is like something else. She's doing investigative journalism by investigating a case and reporting it on a podcast. That is journalism. So like I said, it's really not a big issue, but I'm just seething about that, and it's ridiculous. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Happy Wednesday. I think it is extremely rude of mid-May to be this cold. England is cancelled. So yesterday, I didn't get any farther in this than the end of chapter 2, so maybe I'll read chapter 3 today. It is very dense, and the one thing that I really appreciate about this book is that I've read a lot of things about human rights, and I've read a lot of things about like reproductive justice and women's rights. This is the only piece of academic literature written by a man that talks about reproductive rights and access to abortion as a human right. So I wish more people would see that connection. Yay, Ned. So yeah, I am really looking forward to continuing with this. I did not get to my halfway goal on the wolf den like I wanted to. It kind of got too late, but I did get to about 40%. And again, I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm not sure it's like world building because it's not fantasy, it's historical fiction, but like the setting is very well described, and it really sort of sucks you in, and I had no trouble sort of like sinking into the story, and the sort of like actiony plot is just starting to pick up, so I am really, really looking forward to continuing that. I also finished yesterday The Blood of Olympus by Riordan, and that's the final book in the, I don't even know what the series is called, but it's not the Percy Jackson series, but Percy Jackson's in it. It's the one where there's Camp Half-Blood, but then there's also like the Roman equivalent, and they have to sort of like team up even though they're rivals. That one. So that was a really fun time. It was so funny, and I will absolutely like read these books again at some point in my life. So would recommend. And today I started The Pull of the Stars by Emma Donoghue, and I am hoping that this lives up to Kissing the Witch level Emma Donoghue, which I absolutely loved. And I found that like some of her other books I've read I didn't love, but mostly it's because like the subject matter just didn't gel with me. For example, like her short story collection, I'm not a short stories fan. And then also Room, which is excellently written, but I don't like child protagonists, so I didn't like enjoy that one. I appreciate it, but I didn't like it, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping this one is gonna be great. Already there's been a lot of like very graphic birth imagery, which I don't enjoy. So I'm hoping that the rest of the story, the rest of the narrative counterbalances what for me is a horror scene. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I did not do another reading update or any reading update yesterday because I didn't wanna, but I'm here now, so fear not. I finished some books and I started some new ones. So first of all, I finished The Human Rights Dictatorship. It was great. I loved it. Can I remember any of the people in it? No. But do I remember that abortion access as a human right is discussed a lot? Yes. And so is the importance of childcare for working parents. So, would recommend. And I also finished The Wolf Den yesterday. Another 5-star read. It was great. It was very emotional. The ending I thought was very realistic to the story. It was bittersweet, but I think any other ending would have been, I don't know, disingenuous. Is that the word I'm looking for? It wouldn't have felt correct. And I do have a review of that, so you can go to Medium or my website and read it for yourself. Then I started Starvation by Molly Fennick. I'm only like 2 chapters in. I haven't done any more reading today, and I'm liking it so far. Obviously, it's about an eating disorder, so I am expecting it to be heavy and destroy me inside, but so far, the main character has like gone to a wrestling meet and he breaks off to go, I think, refill his water bottle or like take a drink of water from the water fountain. Remember water fountains? And he starts talking to this girl who does ballet. And then sort of the end of that chapter is like, I've often wondered that if I didn't go to the water fountain that day, would my life have turned out differently? So I'm going to make a prediction at this point, say that talking to this girl who does ballet will introduce him to disordered eating patterns, presumably because ballet is notorious for giving its dancers eating disorders. And hopefully that is something I will read about soon when I read Turning Point by Chloe Angel. But then the other book I started is Clara and the Sun. Took off the dust jacket by Kazuo Ishiguro, and I'm only like 30 pages in. Yeah, okay, 33 on page 33. So not even to part 2 yet, but really enjoying it. Really enjoying the writing style. Similar between this book and Piranesi is that there's a lot of nouns that aren't proper nouns that are capitalized, and which is funny to me because I think, like, yes, that is the correct grammar, but in the wrong language. Because in German, all nouns are capitalized, always. So, fun fact. So, hopefully I will get some more reading done today if my headache stops being headachy. And I do also want to continue listening to The Pull of the Stars. I am wary that there will be more graphic birth descriptions that will make me want to crawl out of my skin. But I'm sure it will be worth it in the end. Is today Thursday? No, today is Friday. Happy Friday. Oh no.